And the fact that an upstanding and righteous gentleman like yourself is in that position with the only thing trying to be righteous in our lane is just more machinations of the devil. You should have a much better to him and tell him what the truth is. He won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this backstory when you pick me as an opponent.
You know what, man?
A brand new lawsuit was just filed in Nevada claiming Sharpe was manipulative and eventually a Jane Doe, with the latest claims allegedly happening as recently as January. We got our hands on the filing, and we're going to break down everything.
That can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young, when they want you to go for the fourth round, you looking at her, listen, I need you want some money to go to...
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do with the shit you did to me.
Okay,
to him and tell him what the truth is. He won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this backstory when you pick me as an opponent.
You know what, man?
A brand new lawsuit was just filed in Nevada claiming Sharpe was manipulative and eventually a Jane Doe, with the latest claims allegedly happening as recently as January. We got our hands on the filing, and we're going to break down everything.
That can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young...
Could NFL legend Shannon Sharpe actually be heading for a total downfall? Just days ago, a bombshell lawsuit dropped and the internet is losing its mind, especially because comedian Katt seems to be watching the drama unfold with a smile, hinting he knew something was off all along. This isn't just another celebrity spat. Serious accusations have surfaced, turning Shannon Sharpe's world upside down and reigniting a feud that started during a record-breaking interview. Get ready, because the story is even wilder than it sounds. The firestorm began when a woman, initially identified only as Jane Doe, filed a startling lawsuit in Nevada. The core of her claims? That Shannon Sharpe was manipulative and allegedly engaged in non-consensual physical acts with her on separate occasions, once in late 2024 and again in early 2025, supposedly ignoring her pleas for him to stop. What adds a deeply uncomfortable layer to this, based on information from the lawsuit, is the age gap. Reports suggest the woman, later identified as Gabriela Zuniga, was just 19 when she allegedly began interacting with Sharpe in 2023, while he was in his early 50s. Even though she was legally an adult, the vast age difference has led many to describe the situation as feeling incredibly sketchy, given it's been said she was over a decade younger than Shannon's own youngest child. But the lawsuit goes even deeper, detailing more disturbing allegations. Beyond the initial accusations, Gabriela Zuniga's filing paints a picture of escalating control and alleged threats. She claims that after an initially consensual period that started around 2 years prior, Shannon's behavior changed. Allegations surfaced that he even threatened to end her life when she attempted to share her location with friends for safety. And if that wasn't enough, she also accused him of secretly recording their private moments, not just for himself, but allegedly showing these videos to others multiple times. Adding another twist, Gabriela had originally filed the lawsuit anonymously as Jane Doe, hoping to keep her identity private. However, Shannon and his legal team reportedly revealed her real name in their public statements, a move many online saw as questionable, raising questions about their intent behind that decision. Yet, Shannon Sharpe wasn't about to take these heavy claims lying down. He came out swinging hard against the accusations. Facing the intense fallout, Shannon Sharpe launched a fierce public defense, labeling the entire lawsuit a shakedown. He pointed the finger directly at Gabriela's lawyer, Tony Buzbee, accusing him of orchestrating the situation and suggesting Buzbee has a history of targeting prominent black men. Shannon explicitly called the lawsuit a cynical money grab, claiming Gabriela and Buzbee were after a massive $50 million payout. In his own statement, Sharpe asserted that the encounter in question was consensual and took place at her invitation, suggesting it was a deliberate setup. He boldly challenged Buzbee to release any alleged video evidence in full, not just edited clips, insisting the complete context would show a different story. Shannon vowed to be open and transparent, promising to defend himself fully because, in his words, this isn't right, emphasizing that his career is built on real talk and honesty. To back his claims and counter the serious allegations, Shannon Sharpe's legal team went on the offensive, releasing a series of text messages allegedly exchanged between Shannon and Gabriela. These texts, according to Sharpe's side, were incredibly graphic and served as evidence of the nature of their relationship, which they characterized as a consensual adult dynamic involving role-playing and fantasies. Some examples shared publicly included highly explicit phrases, allegedly from Gabriela, using deeply suggestive and even racially charged language, such as wanting specific physical acts, mentioning large sums of money per body part, discussing intimate acts, and repeatedly expressing a desire to have a big black baby with him. Shannon's team highlighted Gabriela's background, revealing she had an OnlyFans account where she reportedly engaged in paid roleplay and virtual fantasy work, arguing that she even began charging Shannon himself. Their stance is that these texts and her online activities prove the relationship was consensual and transactional, directly contradicting the allegations of non-consent and manipulation. However, Gabriela's lawyer quickly pushed back against Shannon's narrative. Tony Buzbee didn't stay quiet after Shannon's counterattack. He fired back with his own claims, dramatically shifting the focus. Buzbee asserted that before filing the lawsuit, Shannon Sharpe had allegedly offered Gabriela a substantial sum, reportedly $10 million, during mediation to prevent her from going public with her claims. According to Buzbee, this offer, made in writing, undermines Sharpe's assertion that the lawsuit has no merit. Buzbee also challenged the text messages released by Shannon's team, pointing out that they were allegedly sent before the specific dates of the alleged non-consensual incidents detailed in the lawsuit. Buzbee framed this as an attempt by Sharpe to distract from the core, disturbing allegations with old messages. Furthermore, Buzbee allegedly released audio clips, which he claims contained disturbing content. Reports suggest one clip allegedly captured Shannon using threatening language towards Gabriela, and another allegedly included a comment about a big black guy choking a small white woman, which Buzbee described as far from playful and evidence of how Shannon allegedly treated Jane Doe. Buzbee maintains that Gabriela rejected the significant settlement offer and chose to pursue litigation in court, where he claims truth matters more.